Well, I took a walk around the world to ease my troubled mind. I left my body laying somewhere in the sands of time, but I watched the world flow to the dark side of the moon. I feel there's nothing I can do.
I watched the world flow to the dark side of the moon. After all, I knew it had to be something to do with you. I really don't mind what happens now and then, as long as you be my friend at the end.
If I go crazy, then will you still call me Superman? If I'm alive and well, will you be there holding my hand? I'll keep you by my side with my superhuman might, kryptonite. You call me strong, you call me weak, but still your secrets I will keep. I took for granted all the times I'll never let you down. You stumbled in and bumped your head, it's not for me, you be there. I picked you up, I picked you back on solid ground. If I go crazy, then will you still call me Superman? If I'm alive, and where will you be there? Holding my hand, I'll keep you by my side with my superhuman might, kryptonite.
You call me strong, you call me weak, but still your secrets I will keep. You took for granted all the times I've never let you down. You stumbled in and bumped your head. If not for me, then you'd be dead. I picked you up and put you back on solid ground.
If I go crazy, then will you still call me Superman? If I'm alive, then where will you be there? I'm holding my hand, I'll keep you by my side with my superhuman might, kryptonite. If I go crazy, then will you still call me Superman? If I'm alive, then where will you be there? I'm holding my hand, I'll keep you by my side with my superhuman might, kryptonite.
All right, guys. I am having severe issues in regards to connecting my systems. It seems that every time I go on a trip, people make sure to ban me off platforms and write hit pieces. I am so over this. And this just goes to show that, when you're over the target, they come after you full force. Some people, they unpersoned in order to make them ineffective. And that helps. For me, every time they attack me, I get stronger. Even though it causes me discomfort. Cash App usually I use to pay for things like servers, so I don't have to share my banking information. And send my daughter money, like when she was deployed. That's the only thing that I could do, was to send her that. So it's quite disheartening to see just how vicious they are. And I'm kind of glad that our president addressed that, and Georgia. I'm like the Blob. Wasn't it the Blob that they just kept throwing things at and it would just absorb it, and just, the Blob would be bigger? Yeah, that's me. So, for all these losers out there that claim that they're on the forefront, you're not. You're just banned off of YouTube because they didn't like what you had to say. And I think they did the world a favor by ensuring that they remove you, because all you did was lull people to sleep. So for me, I know a lot of you hate this, but that's a fact. I'm glad that they removed all of these losers that were pushing, sleepy time stories and giving people random information that they claimed was true. Okay? Now, this is fact, because this is war. And I've said that for a very, very long time. But today, I wanted to cover what the president said yesterday, because I did tell you months ago that it's going to start in Ohio, and yes, it is. And today, Arizona isn't announcing, from what I know, and that's fine. But today, there's a very big meeting in Georgia. That'll be very interesting. And it was interesting while we were there. I spoke to someone and I told this person, I want you on my show to tell everyone what you have done. This woman is a patriot. I was supposed to meet with her on the day, and I had a morning thing to do that I can't talk about. And then I met up with Millie and Gavin because we needed to talk about some stuff in person with no phones and technology. So we had that conversation. So it was a long one. And then because, they're in the Millymobile, we had a great drop off at the airport in the evening. So that was quite interesting. I'm really excited about Sarasota next week. I hope all of you are. I think that one's going to be super fun. I know that in Ohio the turnout was insane. Nick, who's actually a friend, knows me up front close, right? That is in the Ohio state group. He started the chant that Trump won, so that kind of stuck. I know that they had like some network going on and it didn't work, and it's like, come on, guys, when you go to rallies, you can't use Signal. I'm telling you this now. We need to protect our president, and everything needs to be out in the open. No encryption, okay? No encryption. So I'm just letting you guys know that to understand. So Sarasota is going to be fun. I know I'm going to be there next week. Obviously I'm going to be there a little bit before because I have some stuff to do, right? And then there's more coming out. It's going to be hot and it's coming in fast and they're coming in hard. Now, what else did I want to I threw in a couple of posts that I want you to remember for the future. And these posts were very specific. And I'm going to introduce you to that concept today so that you understand exactly what the purpose of certain things are. Now, for those of you that have, happy 51st. I see we have someone having their 51st birthday today. For those of you that have been following for a while, you did see Millie's clues list that she put together. And that was pretty interesting. And in those clue lists, you're seeing everything come forward and to fruition right now. And this is something that we put together over time in order for people to go back because the future proves the past. See, that's how that works. Now, while many people are expecting their hands held, things being spelled out, there are reasons that, you don't. Because if you guys ever read any of these fucking recycled hit pieces, they're in my chat rooms. Some of them have posed as, and there's still a few, as leaders in the groups. And many of you be like, we need to take them out. We need to know, and it's like, no, you don't. You do you. Because I'm going to tell you, while these scathing minions watch and interact with you, they get red pilled. I'm telling you that for a fact. And you cannot avoid the infiltration at all. So unless you know the person face to face, deal with it and talk with someone as you would normally. Everything that and anyone you interact with is 100% possible to be an infiltrator in order to cause you harm. And usually these are the ones that pose the questions. I think that person's this, or I think that person's that, or they're like, well, I found this. I'm just saying, they tell you exactly who they are. They just wait for that moment of vulnerability that you have. So what do? You treat everyone with respect and you leave it alone. Now, another thing I wanted to address is how people keep, asking me to comment on people I know. Like, oh, did you see Deep Rig? This is so dumb. Who organized it? Did you see what Patrick said? Not Byrne, Bergie. Did you see this? Did you see that? Okay, listen, I don't speak for other people. Okay. There's a lot of people that say things that I don't agree with at all. There's a lot of things that people do that I do not agree with at all. Like, for example, I know who Mike Cernovich is. I know the blackmail that's on him, and I know what kind of person he is. But you know what? I still like him. Go figure. I still like him. Not that I would trust him, but I still like him. Even though I know, you know why I like him? Because I know where he stands. And I know why he stands where he stands and why he got there. See, he's an easy open book story. He's the easiest one. So I want you to ask me things where I stand, and I'll tell you, yes, I stand here and this is what I have to say. But don't ask me about what others do, because it's none of my business of how they respond. My interactions with them aren't out in the public ever with anybody. You know, it's kind of like when shills are like, what's your deal? And they send me pictures with people. It's like, how do you know that when you send me this picture, I'm not having dinner with them or lunch or breakfast or just hanging out or having a video chat? You don't. You look stupid. So again, keep your gut well-oiled and shiny and polished. Do not waver from what resonates with you. This is one of the most important things I said you will have to focus on last year in May and April when I told you the media was calling the elections. It is exactly what I told you will need to be able to discern through bullshit. Yes, I could have called out all this BS in 2020, but it was not going to serve a purpose at the time, okay? So again, focus on your gut. Focus on what you trust to know as fact and what resonates with you. Don't expect other people to tell you what to think. But don't expect me not to showcase the ones that I know for a fact. When I've got tangible evidence, you better run. So anyway, shifting gears on that, there's a lot going on through Arizona, Georgia. The people are simply asking, hey, we've got elections, right? We want to make sure that they're safe. We want to make sure that they're fair, and we want to check them. There's no big deal to do that, okay? There is no big deal to do that. That shouldn't be undermining anything. Because like we said before, it's easy for them to question elections, but we're not allowed to. That's not fair. Wait a minute. We are allowed to. Because let's not forget, what have we always said here? They work for us. The country is for us. It's not theirs. We're not supposed to be ruled. We're not supposed to be ruled. So, on that note, without showing the video, we will listen to what our president had to say, and I will stop and comment. But you know what's funny? What's really funny is the content of what he was talking about. And this is what's most important. Take a listen.
Well, I want to thank Ohio for the incredible turnout. There's thousands of people trying to get in. And all of the unbelievable hardworking patriots who are here tonight at the very first rally of the 2022 election. We're going to take back the House. We're going to take back the Senate. With your help, we are going to defeat the radical Democrats, and we have no choice. You know that, right? We have no choice. And we're going to elect an amazing slate of proud American first Republicans.